this is Sherry. I am down on the lake, and I'm going to do a reading down here. I'm trying to figure out how come I don't hear this. I had so many totems coming this morning, it's crazy. I woke up from a night of really strange dreams where I was definitely astral traveling, and other people were showing up, and I was showing up in their lives. It was pretty trippy. But what came up to me right away was the snake in my backyard. I figured out who it is. So it was emphasized as well by you may have seen the posts that I put up about there's a shark. Actually, there's several great white sharks on the coast of California right now in Long Beach. So remember, I'm thinking of the reading we did, and we saw the card with the guy whose head was just barely above water, and he had the girl that was slipping out down under the water. And there was a shark that was coming from the side. And I said, who is the snake in your backyard? Now, in my particular situation, there literally is a snake in my friend's backyard, and in my backyard energetically, as well as in my on my page, and somebody that I'd been communicating with. And it was pretty creepy because it was somebody that my friend trusts, knows very well, and I trusted as well. I thought I was helping this individual, and found out that this person was literally overstepping their friend's bounds while they were out of town, and going where they shouldn't have gone. And that was the shark in the water. It was also the snake in the backyard. So pay attention to who's in your backyard. Pay attention to the people that you think you know. Close your borders. Close your energetic borders. I said to my friend this morning, hey, you were in my dream last night, and I don't know why, and they were showing me a few things, but I said, you'll want to shut your borders down because, I don't know if I was just being shown something about you energetically, or I was literally visiting astral traveling, and I said, I tend to do that. My energy is very strong, so I'm going to shut down my borders, and I'm asking you to put a shield around yourself too, because I don't want to just show up whenever, like that. So also the reading that we did, the fast reading that we did, remember we got the sacred beetle, and it talked about protection, right? And I said, if you see the beetle, you'll know that you need to put up a shield of protection. So I always second guess myself, and I always think to myself, am I jumping the gun, or am I getting a little too upset here, and maybe it's not what you think it is. No, when your higher self tells you something's off, you're right. So this person that I was allowing in my space, I blocked them. I blocked them from my page. I blocked them from my fan page. There will be no more discussions. It makes me sad that the person in my life is connected to this person, and it's like I said, someone that they cannot trust, someone that they thought is a friend, and wow. Taking information and meddling and twisting things around, and I'd been shown all along, and I kept second guessing myself. I kept thinking I was being too harsh, and because I wanted to help this person, I wanted to be a friend, because they told me they were going through a hard time, and you can't save the world, and it's not your responsibility to fix everybody else and their issues, which is something that came up this morning. Isn't this just a cool setting? I feel like I want to sit on a little stump here and do the reading like that. I think I will, if I don't lose my canoe. It's just so pretty here. I love living in the lake. I really, really do. When I came across here, I saw a school of minnows, like millions of them. It was so exciting. It's exciting to me because it reminded me of when I was a little kid in Canada, on the lake, or in the river actually, and in the ocean. But mostly for me, it was the river. We grew up on the Seymour River, on Seymour Mountain. I want to sit on this stump. I think this would be a fun way to do it. Yeah, I like it here. Ooh, this is cool. I like being in this. Okay, the minnow, I'm going to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it right now, but I am going to talk about the crow, because the crow won't shut up. The crow talks about something really exciting, and that's why it's going off like that. The crow is saying that what you've been working towards is quickly coming to fruition. So whatever plans you've been trying to get underway, if there's been a stall, they're saying things are manifesting quickly. So it's a very positive message. All right, we got your message. Okay, so for the 3 cards that we're going to work with today, we're going to be working with the Oracle of the Shadows and Light. And the first message I know very, very well. It's hysterical. Whenever I see it, it makes me laugh. It's for all of us who doubt, right? Like I said, I knew what was going on, and I second-guessed myself, and I doubted myself. And so the first message just was a confirmation for me. And it's a snow angel. And look at her attitude. She's like, really? Really? Basically what she's saying is, the signs are with you. You've seen them. And you already know this. You know who you can trust. You know who you can't trust. Like I said before, You know when you're going to leave somewhere. You know when you're going to quit a job. You know who you love. You know where you want to be. You already know. But you're procrastinating or you're putting it off. Remember all the signs about hesitation and about moving forward. And for me, I kept second guessing myself and allowing this person back into my energy when I knew that it shouldn't. I knew that there was something wrong. When something feels wrong and the energy is off, you know it. Right? You know it. So trust your inner guidance. So what she's saying here is, we have shown you again and again. Now this is that message where you've been getting a warning about something, and you're not paying attention, or you're being told, yes, now this is the way to go. This is the time to move, and you're not doing it, which is what we got before. But it also is talking about if you kept asking for reassurance for something. Is this the path that I'm supposed to take? Is this the person that I was thinking, is that I should be pursuing this relationship with? Is this person, is who I think this is the person that I think it is? Whatever the situation is. And she's saying, yes, we've given you sign after sign after sign. Yes, you are supposed to pursue this job. Yes, this is the person that you need to cut out of your life. Yes, this is the person that you need to drop your barriers away from and allow them into your life. Yes, this is the person that you've been asking for confirmation. You've been asking, am I on the right path? Yes. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to lie down in the snow and make a snow angel so that you can be guaranteed that I am here with you? Because I'll do it again, she's saying. I'll do it again. If this is what you need. If you need confirmation yet again that yes, this is the answer. The answer is yes for whatever your question was. I'll do it again. But we are frustrating spirit. And it's to the point where if we continually get the same messages again and again and again, and we don't trust spirit, they'll stop being so prevalent. When we get the messages and signs from spirit, it's when we have faith in what we're being shown. They will bring it back. They're saying, yes, we will bring it back, but don't test us. It's like I kept talking about this morning. It's like the little boy who cried wolf, the same situation. We're calling you in, and it's a joke. We're not listening, we're not paying attention. And they come running. And then finally, when the wolf actually is coming and they call, nobody comes because they're not going to listen to you anymore, right? So they're not going to be as quick to respond. People aren't going to be as quick to respond. People aren't going to stick around for your games, and spirit is saying, look, okay, we'll show you once again, but you really need to trust the signs that you're getting. You also really need to trust your own intuition and the messages that your own higher self has been telling you. Trust that. Okay, so that's the first message. The second message, how do you do it? Ooh, let's go by. Neat. Okay, I want to do it this way because this is so cool to look at. Oh, let's set it up like that. I like that. I love it in here. This is so cool. Okay, the lantern fairy. So the lantern fairy, you can see this girl. She's holding up a lantern, and she's come up against a wall. Okay, and it's a very solid obstacle, right? This is a brick wall. And she's trying to figure out how to get through this. And she's got a light up, and remember the sign, the numbers are 2 and 4. 2, everything is happening exactly as it's meant to happen. There's divine blessings for everyone involved, let go and have faith. And 4 means there are angels. They're everywhere around you. You are completely guided, protected, and loved. There's no reason for fear. So those are the messages from the numbers. And what she's saying is she's showing you through a barrier that you've reached in your life. You have come to a place where you've definitely hit the wall, okay? And you can either try and climb over this wall, you can try and figure out, dig it down or take it down brick by brick, but she's going to take you to a place, a simple answer. She's going to take you to a place where the wall has already come down, but you need to trust her, right? So trust her, and once you have gotten to this place, she's going to take you to a place where others have already gone through. So others have already gone through this place, and like I said, I've given this message many times, and it may feel as though, it's cheating to get your way through this, but it's not. Other people have come through this way before. I saw this 3 years ago in a dream, and I saw this person that I was connected to hung up in the hedge, couldn't figure out, I was standing there trying to figure out how to get through this hedge. It had prickles. It was basically that person had a hedge up and was covered in prickles, and I was trying to figure out how to get through this hedge, and I could see that there were pathways underneath it that others had gone through before me where they had been worn down. And as I was sitting there trying to figure out how to get through this hedge, I looked to my left and I saw this friend of mine upside down in a hedge, and I thought, wow. and he was really scared. And I looked at him and I said, and I thought I could just snip that and I could just snip that. So I recognized that this hedge, this terrifying feeling that he was having, was more self-imposed than in reality, because it would really only take a couple snips to let them down. But they were caught up in their own like mental prison, basically. What it was what it was. So you're at this place again now, and see, her eye was at that place. And when I looked to the side of me, I saw there was an angel, and it was playing music. So there was harmony, and there was love, and there was protection there. But this person, oh, a little fish just definitely went by my feet. This person didn't trust it. It was terrifying for them, so they took off. Actually, they didn't take off. They were hung upside down. I ended up leaving, is what happened. And oh, I'm getting hooked on my sweater. Okay. So right now, this fairy is going to take you to a place, right? She's going to take you through and show you a place where the wall has already come down, and it's safe, and she's going to guide you through. She's going to hold up the lantern so that you can see see how to get through there. And what's going to happen, the only thing that's going to be required on your behalf at this point is to trust her and go through. And then after you go through this wall, you need to take down some of the bricks that you've erected, because the way they describe this is that a way through a life challenge has presented itself. Okay, so this is definitely a life challenge that's come to you, whatever it may be for you. You guys were all figured out what it is for yourself. But what they're saying is it's going to present itself, and they're saying stubborn thinking can be changed. Now remember Lily, when we were sitting there and I told you I was laughing at her because she kept doing the same thing again and again, and the chair was falling, and she kept trying to do the same thing and it wasn't working. And it was like, and I said, if you have a friend that's doing this and you see this friend doing this again and again, try and help them, right? And I tried to help her, and then together we were a disaster. So, but I attempted to help. And we kept getting, if there's somebody that needs to speak up, that they need to speak. So what's going on here is they're saying she was stubborn. She wouldn't listen. Just like with me, my higher self was telling me, shut this person down. This is not somebody to be trusted. This is not cool. When somebody is lying or manipulating, you don't give them chances. You shut it down right away. But I was actually stubborn too, because I wouldn't listen. I kept trying to give them another chance and kept trying to fix the situation. But it wasn't my responsibility to fix the issues that this person had. It was their responsibility. And they weren't going about things in an honorable, and they weren't in their integrity, right? It wasn't aligning with my integrity. Because if you have something to say to somebody, if you want to talk to somebody, you come straight forward. You don't go through the back door, right? The way this snake has been doing this. The way the snake in the backyard has been doing this. The way the shark that's been coming in from the side. It's coming in from the side. It's not, you're not standing in your integrity. You're not coming through truthfully and honestly, and that's not okay. So at this time, they're saying this stubborn thinking that you've adopted needs to be changed. And it can be changed, and old patterns need to be reworked, a little by little. I mean, clearly, people are in life patterns because of reasons, right? Because of situations that have happened in their life. Now, I was trying to get through this hedge, and I wasn't afraid to go through this hedge. I was just trying to figure out how to get through it. The person, my friend that was upside down in the hedge that was very afraid, there were reasons, because there were things probably that went on in his life that caused this fear to come up. So these were things that he needed to work through, and at that time, you know, he wasn't able to go through. So now they're saying these old patterns are being replaced now. And the shielding, there's old shielding that needs to be replaced as well, and certain energies, because what you have usually kept up as a protection around you, you know, we said I told you we saw the beetle, and it was to make sure that your protection was up. But I'm telling you to put up a golden shield, right? The golden shield that allows unconditional love in, but it holds the negative energy from coming in. So they don't want you to put up a solid shield, because what it's doing is it's actually causing you to be more isolated than protected. It's keeping out what it is that you want from coming to you. It's acting like a barrier to love. So what they want you to do is they want you to trust what your higher self is telling you. Trust what your heart is saying. Go where there is love. Go where there is kindness. Go where there is freedom, but true love, true friendship, right? Trust where that light leads you, and go there. And avoid everything else, anything else that comes from anger or hatred or betrayal or bitterness or manipulation or guilt, you know, guilt tripping or feeling like you owe somebody something. You stay away from that. That is the negative energy. That's the kind of energy you want to shield from. But the other you need to let in. So that's what's going on with that message. And then we have the killdeer. Remember yesterday, you can see the killdeers down by the water. And the killdeer talks about an opportunity. The killdeer will present itself as someone that's, you'll see it, and it looks like it's got a broken wing, or it stumbles as it's walking, and it does it every time. It's so funny. And you get, you're getting closer. It kind of leads you along. It wants you to follow it. And as you're following it, just before you get to it, because it looks like you can almost catch it, but just before you get to it, it flies off and it yells back after you like it's like a taunt, like ha ha, And what it was doing is it's leading you away from whatever is precious to it. It's in nature, it's leading you away from its nest or its babies. But in reality, as I said, this person that was coming into my arena, that was coming into my backyard, attaching to me. And I saw the beetles when I came down the hill. They were attached to one another. It was attaching to me, was a friend of mine's friend. And it was inappropriately leading me away, causing confusion and disturbance, and leading probably my friend away from me and me away from him. So it was absolute negative energy, this killdeer. And it's interesting, kill, deer, a gentle, never mistaken a gentle person for a weak person, in a man or a woman, ever, in yourself or in somebody else. So the next card that we have, that's that one. The next card that we have, how do I do this? I turned back around because a fish was nibbling on my feet. Okay, we'll go back over here. Let me put it up there. I like being in the woods. Okay, the Nautilus Princess. Maybe that's too far, because what if it drops in the water? We'll put it down here. I like that. The Nautilus Princess, powerful personal growth. Now look at her face. She doesn't look too happy. So she's been having a little bit of an issue here. She is in the water. She's adorned with all of her beautiful jewels of the sea, right? She's surrounded with riches. These are her riches. These are the things that matter to her. And she's holding on to that Nautilus, like holding on like to dear life. And she is underwater. So she's an underwater emotional princess. She's growing. So now remember, we think about being underwater, that's underwater emotional. Remember we saw the boy floating and his head was just above the water, and we saw the girl going underneath the water, and then we saw that shark coming from the side that's causing problems for the two of them. Well, this girl, she's the one that was under her emotional waters. And she's growing, because soon she's going to be queen. She needs to make decisions. Now, this could represent a female or a male, right? It's a feminine energy. This is a gentle, loving, nurturing, soft-spoken. Remember, don't mistake a gentle person for a weak one. So a man or a female. And she's growing in ways that are amazing. Soon to be king or queen. She needs to make decisions, and she's uncertain about, whether she's going to be able to do what she needs to do. Remember, we got, in my dream, I don't remember all of these dreams, but I dreamed about my girlfriend, and I said, I wonder why we were dreaming together. And she said, I feel like I've been too open. I've been spreading my love around, and it's been draining me, and I'm not really sure what I want. And this is kind of the same situation. She is contemplating a future, and she's not really sure if she can do what she wants to do. And she knows that she's strong, or he. They know that they're a strong person. They know that they have gifts. And most people think that they're very kind and gentle and good. But they have to they have to take rule. They have to now step into a position of kingly or queenly rule, right? And they're concerned that people are going to think that they're bossy or controlling or dominating or power hungry or whatever it is, and will the people that are around them, will the friends around them change? There's a lot of people very concerned with what other people think of them. I'm concerned with what you think. I keep thinking about that song, Mr. Blurryface. Hi, Mr. Blurryface talks about how we used to give each other names and build a rocket ship and fly to the moon, but now it's about, waking up and we need to make money. You know that song, Mr. Blurryface? And Mr. Blurryface is saying, I care what you think. So this person is literally very, very consumed or very worried about what other people think about them, how they look in the eyes of another. So their self-esteem is actually low. They're a timid person, and maybe they're facing a challenge in their life right now. And so the universe at this time, we said with the full moon in Scorpio, the energy is pushing us forward, because remember, we know we're supposed to be moving forward, and we're supposed to be taking this next step, and yet a lot of people have been having concern, or I don't know if I'm ready to do this, or I don't know if I want to do this, I don't know if this is in my highest good. And Spirit is saying, yes, this is time. We've been telling you for bloody ever. That's why the message from snow angel was saying, how many times do we have to tell you? How many times have you asked? And how many times do we have to tell you again and again, and you're not listening? So it's definitely time to move forward. So what the Nautilus is, the pearl's signifying that you're coming from a place of peace, from a natural place. And so the quest that you're on is it's a sacred quest. This is part of your soul's path. This is that you're supposed to undertake at this time, and you're growing in ways that are they're proportioned to what you have learned, to the wisdom that you have accumulated up until this time. So you are equipped to move forward, and you're going to grow, and you're going to continue to grow. So remember, we were saying that you may feel like at this time, I don't know if I'm ready, if I'm ready to go, if I'm ready to do this, if I have all of the tools, if I have all the money, if I have all of the wherewithal to do this. And Spirit was saying, yes, you do. Everything that you have done up until this time has brought you to this place, and you wouldn't be brought to this place if you weren't able to face the challenge. It's definitely time for you to move forward. You will continue to learn on your way. I have that Oriole flying above me just now. And this is natural for you, and you're going to grow. And it's a time of spiritual and emotional transformation. Huge, huge emotional, and so, emphasis on that. Huge transformation, spiritually, emotionally, physically. You're stepping out from the role that you have played, that other people have seen. You've been one that's been wanting to appease others, one that's been wanting to make others happy. Same situation, I suppose. And you're going to grow from past this place now. And what they're saying is, you're going to have someone step forward. There's going to be someone that's a little older than you, or it may be just someone who's a little bit more ready to do this. And she's going to come forward. This is a friend, a little bit more experienced in this area, and she's going to share her skills, and she's going to share her secrets. She or he. They're giving me the example of a female, but it could be a male. And it's a teacher, and she's going to open your mind and show you what you can discover together. And at this time, they're saying, maybe this is a time that you need to go and find yourself a life coach. You need to get yourself a mentor. Who is it that you're drawn to? Who is it that you naturally feel like you can trust? Because this has got to be somebody that you feel that you can trust, not where the energy feels good, where you can see. Because not all people that call themselves spiritual people are spiritual in the right way, that are leading in the light. The person that was connecting to me was absolutely a spiritual person, but they were not. They were a gifted person. Let's put it that way. They called themselves a spiritual person with gifts, but they were not using their gifts in the light. They were using their gifts in a dark way. You don't manipulate people. That is working with spiritual gifts in a dark manner. That is black magic. It is not working in the light. So be very, very careful that the person that you go to is somebody that you have been able to see. They've helped people before. They've helped you before. How do you feel when you're around them? How has it's things that they've worked with you helped you manifest things properly? Have you grown? Or do you find yourself constantly stuck? Do you find yourself constantly sliding backwards? Is the energy stagnant and stale around this individual? So make sure that you choose somebody that you actually know is going to open your mind, a trainer who's going to teach you in a way that you're going to bloom and that you're going to blossom, because this is what's coming in front of you. And they're saying this might be a time where you're about to get a job, an extra job. You're going to be bringing in side money, good money. It's going to pay good money. Because they're showing abundance coming with the Nautilus. It talks about, not just spiritual abundance, but also physical abundance is going to be coming to you. So maybe you're going to be picking up something in addition to your regular job. Maybe, I keep thinking of the blue heron. The blue heron people are very eclectic, and they're jack of all trades. And remember the, was it the killdeer? Talks about, as well as the blue heron, talks about they have their eyes wide open. They're very alert to opportunities, and they're able to. And we were told that we were having opportunities that were going to be coming to us. And so, keep your eyes open, because now this is an opportunity and a way to advance, a way to bring in abundance to yourself spiritually, materially. But at this time, what they're asking for you. As the same thing is, don't let the shark in the water come to you. Don't let that be the guide that comes to you. People can call themselves that all they want. They can call themselves guides, spiritual teachers. If they're bragging and they've got this attitude, you can feel the energy. It doesn't come from a heart-centered place. So at this time, your guides and your guide that you choose, but also the qualities and the traits that you want to guide you right now are dignity, truth, integrity, wisdom. You know, you use, that's the same as going through the lantern fairy that was leading us through. Go to a place where all of those things are being exhibited, right? And it's now time to take yourself, your position, your potential, and everything you have in front of you more seriously. So those are our 3 messages. I didn't intend to go so long. I always end up doing that, don't I? Because so many totems come in. So I also am seeing right now, you guys probably can't see, it's underneath the bridge over there. There's a family of ducks. There's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that a... I just want to make sure that that one is a duck and not a cormorant. I'm pretty certain it's a duck. But it's a crow. The crow was having a bath. I haven't seen that before. You guys probably couldn't see that up close, but that was really, really cool. So the crow is the one that's saying that your everything is coming to fruition, whatever you've been working on. The crow also comes out of the void. The crow comes out of the darkness. So sometimes the crow goes after the hawk, which is the messenger, and attacks them. So that crow was taking a bath. So washing off any negative energy, that was amazing. That was amazing. Taking a dip in their emotional waters. It also could be the one representing, because the one crow was talking so much, that was the crow that was yelling at us that went down there. That's so cool. This is the one that was saying that everything that you've been working towards is about to manifest. So maybe you, as the crow, are the person that's washing off all of this negative energy that you've allowed to glom onto you by this shark that's been in your backwater. Now, the shark could represent an aspect of yourself, a wounded aspect of yourself. It doesn't have to represent a bad person or like a person that's out to get you. It could be a part of your own personality that's out to get you, to undermine you. Your lack of self-confidence, lack of self-esteem, lack of self-worth. And so the crow was in the water washing that off because it's time to move forward. And the ducks all together, they represent community and team spirit. And when I saw the beetles when I came down the hill, they were attached to one another. So it talks about working together as part of a team. So the one in the backyard, the shark in the backyard, could be someone that you're on the same team, but you're not working together in unison. You need to stop behaving in the manner that you're behaving and work in a manner that's more beneficial, like a team player, right? Be a team player. Don't be the boss. Don't be a control freak. Don't be so stubborn. All of this stuff needs to fall away so that you can work together as part of a team, because the ducks represent working together as part of a community effort. We're all on each other's team, okay? Those are the messages. I'm going to just let you guys take one look. All the ducks, they're playing in the waters right now. They're literally jumping and playing. That's so cute. I wish you guys could see it. There's so many of them. So have a little bit of fun today. And it doesn't have to be so heavy going down into your emotional waters. It can be fun. Don't be so afraid. Don't be so afraid of the shark that's coming at you. You know, that shark could just be you, an aspect of yourself. That could be an aspect of my own friend coming at me in a way that was negative. Look at the bunny running across. Did you see the bunny? So that's forward movement. It's moving in leaps and bounds, right? Forward movement. That's the crow that just had the bath. Things are starting to move. Things are starting to manifest. So we don't have to take it as a heavy, the shark or the snake in the backyard. It could literally be an aspect of your wounded self or another person that's attached to you, their wounded self. So however this applies to you, pay attention to all the aspects of this. I like seeing the positive and the negative because that's another message that I'm supposed to be telling you about the crow, and also about the killdeer, also about the beetle. All of them are talking about it's important to see the dark and the light. There's positive aspects to the dark and the light. We have to look at our darkness in order to come through to the light. We all have it. We all have hang-ups. We all have issues. Don't be afraid to look at the darkness. And now I'm literally seeing a woodpecker, and I can't zoom you guys in. That's too bad. But there's a woodpecker on the tree, and the woodpecker is talking about uncovering hidden truths. Pecking at it also talks about there's a new rhythm pecking out in your life right now, bringing things to the surface. Woodpeckers will go at and peck right at the wood to get the little bugs themselves to eat, to feed themselves. So it talks about redoing research or going down or doing what you need to do to find the information that you need. But sometimes they aren't able to get to it, and they just peck at the tree, and it releases the sap. And then the sap catches the bugs, and then they come back and they eat them. So two meanings to that. If you are trying to get something and you're not getting it, ask Spirit to help you. They'll catch it, and then you can pick it up later. But it also talks about that if there is something that you're needing to uncover, now there's a flycatcher, right? going on, and he's catching the flies that are coming in. There's so many totems right now. God, I get so much outside. If there's something that you need to uncover, that you have uncovered, that somebody is doing something nefarious, that's been meddling, that's been a fly, that's been, you know, causing disturbances, causing manipulation, causing people to go off like the killdeer in a different direction, the sap, you're calling on spirit, and they will catch it. They will catch that for you, and then you can clear it away. So many messages. Anyway, I'm going to let you guys go because I got to go to work. I just wanted to come out and do this on the water because it had been so long. And I'm going to post the, I wish you guys could see these ducks playing in the water. It's so cute. They're literally like splashing each other. I wonder if I could take my boat over there or my canoe over there. It's super cool. Anyway, I wanted to come out in the water, and I'm going to post the minnow totem message with my little video of minnows. I got pretty excited. You guys are probably going to laugh. If you'd like to follow me, I'm on Twitter, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Google+, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Angels Whisper Sherry Columbus. My email is sherrycolumbus@yahoo.com. My website is www.theangelswhisper.com. If you would like help with dream analysis, life coaching, they're splashing each other. Oh, it's so cute. Can you guys see that? They're literally splashing each other like little kids playing in the water. I love that. It's such a positive message about it's okay now to play in your emotional waters. It's time to play. It's time to have fun. It's time to stop being so scared. I love that message. Dream analysis, life coaching, personal readings, long distance Reiki healing. I've been doing that. It's been working out really great. It's been awesome. Any help with that, I'd be honored. And if you would like to subscribe to my YouTube channel, you'll get these videos and you won't have to go looking for them. So have a wonderful day. Hope you guys are out doing something fun, and I'm going to head on out. Peace, love, and light. Bye.